Hi guys, Punxtr here, and we are here on the Bitlimit server again for its 1-year anniversary. Right now I'm in the center of Willowville, which is where I actually spawned in when I was whitelisted during Coestar's livestream when he first launched the server. And I don't even think it was called Bitlimit back then. But I kind of got a kick out of when I first joined because he was reading off people's names as he whitelisted them, and I was just waiting for him to come across my username, because I'd never heard anyone say it before, and I was pretty damn sure anyone would have messed it up. So here comes Co, and he goes, pause, and then he's like, Punxtr. Nope, just he said it wrong. But I tell you what, he said it a lot better than I thought he would. But this video isn't going to mostly be actual video. It's going to be stills. I'm going to reminisce over some old screenshots I took. So let's move on to the first one I took. Okay, this is the first little hut I made. It's actually located in the same place as MC Gamer's Livestream Village, as we called it. And I was pretty proud of the fact that I made this little house, and I didn't want anyone to lay claim to it, so I put up a stupid sign. And I guess you could say the dude arrives. Nice little pun on it, buds. Yeah, there's a video. I took this picture because it had a nice moonlight going on. I am using a texture pack, or I was when I first joined the server. I don't use it anymore, but I might. It's pretty good. So I got Co, Vidya, and Michael in there, and two people that probably never showed their faces again on the server. I got a picture of Etho. That pond behind there is actually how we got all of our food. We used fishing poles to feed ourselves because we starved a lot. And Phylogenesis, he's still on the server, so he's right there. And this is a nice shot. You have Coestar, some guy named, his name's actually X Giovanni, but it's with an E instead of an I, so I kind of got a kick out of that. So did MC Gamer, who's obviously, his skin is Giovanni, except my name's spelled right, his not. Alright, this is a pretty cool picture. In this pin, our pigs got struck by lightning and they turned into zombie pigmen, and I just thought it was ever so fitting because Vex was there. And, you know, Vex and Zisto have a strong relationship, you know. So this is Pause on Pause's pig pin of heavy petting, I guess. And I guess Zisto was bugging Pause about how he doesn't watch his latest Dead Souls or something. I don't know. This is Seth playing, and he installed his piston elevator, which is his old proto design way back in the day. And I think I was like complimenting him on it, but that thing broke pretty quickly, like maybe the next day in real life, that is, not Minecraft. Co decided to make a bunch of different NPCs of Pause and Pause saying really obnoxious things over and over and over just to annoy the crap out of Pause. That was funny. This is the entrance to MC Gamer's cave. Looks pretty nice with this texture pack. That mossy cobble looks awesome. And actually, this is fast forwarding quite a bit where my dirt hut it was, my first hut. I destroyed that and I moved about maybe 20 blocks away, and I built this floating house over a mountain valley. And right across from me is actually Ellen Galt's place. As you can see, her name's down there in the text, so you can figure that out. And Detroit was checking it out. As you noticed, Ellen has cake in her house. Before I finally signed off the server, because I think I played for like hours on end, I wanted to make sure no one would take my stuff, so I took 3 screenshots of my stuff. Even took a screenshot, as you can see, of my armor, just to make sure no one stole that somehow. And when I woke up and signed on the next day, I look over where Ellen's house is, and there's this giant lava place that later becomes a really awesome tower. You'll find out in the later screenshots. So this is inside my new home, like I said, and inside it, as you can see on the left, is a really cool enchantment table I had set up where it just floats in the middle of the air. This is actually part of Coetopia, which was actually the first towned place. It had a World Guard thing set up and everything, which is pretty cool. And we're moving back to my place, I guess. I showed Co my enchantment setup, and he thought it was pretty tight. this is a good shot because that large wood area structure on the right is actually what happened to Paz's animal pen of heavy petting or whatever. And the guy that built that up was Zathron, and then later we tore it down at Paz's request, and Zathron promptly decided never to build something without someone's permission ever again. But next to the wheat field to the left, right behind that house right there, that's actually where my first house was. So you can get a good idea of how far I moved. Not very far. This is the church at Coetopia. Very nice blue wool. I really do want to return to that texture pack. And up here you can see Co as that little dot, and you can see sponge blocks. This is where he set up the borders to make Coetopia an actual township with World Guard or whatever. And here's him on top of the notice board. Now this would lay forth things that need to be improved in the town so that it would get township. And here's a video handing me off a White Russian. Cheers, cheers. And here's Detroit scaling the wall around what was Livestream Village. This eventually became Adamantia, which is owned by Colin, KK Rewink. And he put up this wall, actually I did, with the help of Slime the King, and we decided to tear it all down anyways. That tower in front of us is what happened to that lava tower, lava pillar, by the way. There's a good shot of it. Love that place. This is a very funny occasion. Co was AFK right outside the walls of Adamantia. As you can see, we actually kind of copied some stuff from Co's world in there. Just realized that. But yeah. So I derp towered up with dirt, and I encased them in dirt. Unfortunately, I didn't take any more pictures, but what I did was I had a water bucket and I poured water on Co and pushed him in the sky down to earth. Then we dug out a hole into the earth, pushed him down further with water, and then poured lava on top of him, and then covered it up with dirt. And when he finally un-AFK'd, he just logged off. He didn't say anything. Oh, that was fun. This is a very large fast forward, but around this time, Kitati and I think Honey built Sir Pig, which is one of the coolest things on the server still. Moving along, this is actually us building a little simple piston contraption for the arena that still stands. And it was my idea to do a sort of gate where you'd have to pay entry to an NPC to gain entrance to the arena. But the NPC thing never really worked out, so we just simply put pressure plates that you would step on them and it would lower the block and you could go through the gate. It didn't quite turn out the way I wanted it to, but you know, I'm still happy that I had some say in the design of the arena. Here's me inside the arena. This was actually during one of our Iron Man, I guess, competitions where I would kill 400 mobs. And it took me forever because I was so scared of losing my diamond armor that was enchanted. And as you can see, it took me 1 million minutes to beat them all. Oh, this is cool. This is when we found out about the special half slabs that when you placed them one on top of the other, it would create a seamless block instead of having a line in the middle. Sad thing is, in the latest Minecraft update, I think it's 1.4.6, they're replacing these half slabs with nether brick slabs, and that really sucks because this was a really awesome building block. And we're still trying to figure out how to save that, because once we update, all of these blocks right here, they're just going to turn into nether brick. Or maybe just nether brick slabs. I'm not even sure how bad it's going to glitch, but it's going to suck, man. Oh, this is awesome. There's video footage of this. Co basically corralled us with a piece of wheat while we sat on pigs. And he just dragged us all over the entire map. And it's awesome. I'm going to link the video down in the description. You guys are going to love it. And this picture seems kind of uneventful, but this is actually where, right behind me, unfortunately, I never took a picture of the screen. I took a screenshot of the mountain, but right behind here is where I based my new mountain that I dug out. And it was around this time that I took a long break from the server for several reasons that I don't even really remember why, but all I know is I took a very long break. And around this time, our survival server was created. So not only did we have did I just say survival? A creative server was created. So not only did we have a survival server, now for still $7 a month, no additional charge, we got a creative server. Now that's expanded onto what is a now defunct Tekkit server. We now only have the FTB server, and we have a PvP server, which was public. It didn't quite turn out the way it wanted it to, but we still have plans for it. And we even have a new server that's going to come out. If anyone watches Co's videos really attentively, you notice that in his IP list, there's something called a war server, and I can't wait to see what comes of that. And that'll be a goodie for you guys. This is a screenshot of us clearing out the mountain for CLP, which stood for Community Leader Project. And it was such a pain in the ass that when we finally cleared out the mountain, we just gave up. No longer, we didn't even put anything on the lot. We just gave up. It was a pretty tense situation, how everything turned out, you know, drama-filled. But, you know, it's funny to laugh at it now, looking back. And this day, which was on April the 5th, was the exact day that I said I was finished clearing out the hole in my mountain, and that was a great day, because after that day, I quit the server for like 4 months or so. Oh, well. But as you guys can tell, I'm finally remedying that. Oh, yeah, and it wasn't that day. I think it was after Corey said he AFK'd here. You can read the signs here, and Creeper blew up pretty much most of my materials. It's just one thing after another. It just led to me just kind of taking a break from the server. And here, I even took pictures of evidence that it is true. Creepers do like to hang out by my base. And, you know, that's pretty much it. I could show you guys some of the more current builds right now, but I'm going to save that for a different video. I mainly just wanted to share with you guys the early days of the server through my eyes, through my screenshots. And so I would just like to thank all of my subscribers so far, and most of all I'd like to thank everyone on the server. I'm not going to name anyone specifically, but everyone that's currently there, and even a couple of people that unfortunately have left. You know, you're all pretty cool guys, and you've all been really good to me, and you've kind of helped me in some rough times, obviously, if you've been paying attention. But, and I know I've always kind of been a hermit. I mean, even when I moved out of Obsidia and I went to the Carotene location right now, I never really let anyone help. I mean, there's a couple times I showed it off the shaft, as I call it, to be Loser or Honey or like Detroit or Co. And you know, that's gonna change. I mean, there's really not much of what I built on the server that you guys saw in those screenshots that actually remains, and it's kind of a bummer. But in the future, I hope to do a little bit more community stuff, and I can't believe it's been a year. I mean, a lot of things have happened on the server, but a lot of things have happened in my personal life. So when I look through those old screenshots, I think about how my life was going on during that time too, and I've come a long way. Maybe not for better, but maybe not for worse. But that's pretty much all I wanted to tell you guys. The whole face cam thing is kind of a bonus. I don't really have a proper camera. Even though I run a Slenderman series and I actually record things in HD, that's my co-creator's camera. So I'm using a little tiny Canon PowerShot. Yeah, something. And so yeah, that's going to be pretty much it, guys. And I hope you enjoyed the video in any fashion. Check out the music. I'm also putting that down in the description. It's really like jazz, as some people might notice. But alright, I'm out. Take care. Pet my dog.